Hello, world, and welcome back to another family stream. Apologies for this being a slightly late stream, but just um, a small 2 hours. Things did not go according to plan. A little behind the scenes note. Let me switch my screen so you're not just staring at my starting soon scene. And I swear I know how to do this. I swear. Here we go. Okay, let me put the sound on. And I guess we'll just stay here for now. Actually, as you can see, wait, no, what do I start with? The behind the scene thing I talked about, or last stream? Okay, let me address the screen first. Obviously, as you can see from last stream, I'm pretty sure, okay, I got a bad ending. Our bestie, yeah, bad news, she kind of doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, that was a moment on stream that terrified me. But now we have regular Monika and glitchy Monika. Which, just my favorite character to have double of, definitely. Just what I want to see every time I open this fun, colorful, sweet little game. Anyways, the behind the scene thing. I tried several different games and I've had a lot of issues like with sound and stuff. I really wanted to play Ori yesterday, but I was like, no, I'll play it today instead because, as you can see from last stream, I had sound issues. Could not figure out how to fix it. I've done a bunch of different things, and as someone who is the definition of not tech savvy, I did a lot of things, okay? But no, so we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Hope that's fine. Should be fun. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe halfway through the stream, I'll switch games to something else. We'll see how things go. Let's get started. Oh yeah, so with the bad ending, I'm doing a second run of this game. I think I'm still going to pursue Yuri because I really want that happy ending with her, That happily ever after. Yuri's best girl. I don't want to trade her off for someone who might be a safer option. Though, with the way things are going, I don't think anything is safe anymore. Okay, now on to the game. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. That's not the right button. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Aw, that's so sweet. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Farron, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. If I don't go for Yuri, I would go for Natsuki. We could talk about manga. She can give me free cupcakes and cookies and stuff like that. That's a sweet deal. But alas, I cannot betray my girl Yuri. It looks like unless Yuri disappears, then I have no choice. I have no idea what would happen now. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Hell yeah, I'll change for you, Yuri. Tell me what I need to change and I'll do it. Right away. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the... Okay, wow, words are hard every day of my life. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Same. Same. We get each other so well. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. It honestly is. You have no idea how many times good vibes get in the way of true world building. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I don't know if that's like a nod to this game genre, because this game is psychological horror, as we've seen in the last run. Terrifying. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately oh no, that's not what she said. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely overthrow you for a loop? Overthrow? Where did the word overthrow come from? Throw is what she said. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. Just once. Girl, I can relate to you. I've read a book. You know, I've opened a few pages before. Looked at some words. We're the same. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. Yeah, we can see that. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I mean, with the kind of intelligence I've been words again. With the kind of intelligence I've been skipping a syllable that I've been showing this run, yeah, that seems accurate. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Dude, mood. Definite big mood right there. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? What's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. I hope I'm not too loud. I'm gonna have to review this VOD for volume levels. Although generally, I think my streams are just too quiet now. I have a lot of things I'm gonna have to learn how to fix. Okay. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri, yet Yuri's not happy with that suggestion. Monika, who are you inviting to your club? You know, I figured that if you have a new club member, you'd interview them just a little bit. Like, be like, hey, why'd you join this club? How do your interests relate to the subject matter at hand? Not like, oh my god, we've known each other for how many weeks? And you like to write poems in this literature club that I have? I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Shut up, Monika. We don't like you. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. I don't know, fam. That didn't quite work out well last time. In the long run, which really wasn't long at all. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I mean, that is true. Why can't it just be a simple book club? You know, we're reading books to each other, ranting about them for an hour or so each. That'd be nice. Have a little debate about the best genre. It's a dream. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. Yeah, what a surprise. No offense to you, Yuri. Just talking about past experience. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Farron? Hold on, there's still one problem. I wonder if Sayori... 07 right there. I wonder if she's gonna be back as like corrupted characters, just as that annoying girl who's my neighbor who also happened to be my childhood friend that I ignore all the time. Because she's clearly not in this club matter. Is she just appearing for the first day, or is she a reoccurring haunting memory? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. True. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. That's fair. I do that all the time. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Bro, the peer pressure. But... I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Farron. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Oop, that's an issue you didn't have last time, Monica. See how your consequences... No. See how your actions have consequences? There we go. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Oh my goodness. Jeez, okay. That's so polite. Do you really mean that, Farron? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Hey, Natsuki. What do you mean all this? We just had one conversation that wasn't that deep at all. Farron, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Can I get paid? Bro, I'd love to have some money. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Man, this club meeting was like 20 minutes max. That's great. Perfect. I could put that on my resume and go home. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Farron, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica of my mediocre writing skills? No, she is going to critique the hell out of you. You know, I'm kind of in the mood... This is so off topic, but kind of related, if you think about it. I'm kind of in the mood for, like, a jump-scary horror game. I thought about replaying Alien Isolation, but I don't know. It's a bit... I don't know if it's rude to call it slow at the start, because it needs to build up a lot of things. Obviously, I can't just be dropped into the middle of an infested station, although... That could be that's a different story, okay. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Did we even drink the tea? I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Oh man, I'm walking alone. I'm walking home alone. This is sad. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Of course, yes. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I mean, you were last time. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I started writing a poem tonight. Damn, no Sayori. I haven't logged a special poem. Oh no, that fills me with dread. I don't trust anything with this game anymore. Would you like to read it? I am a very curious person. I would rather know than not know. No matter how much it pains me. So, yes. Oh god, is this Sayori speaking from beyond the grave? Can you hear me? Do I scroll? Oh god. I did not like that sound. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Okay. For a second, I could not figure it out if that was from my headphones or from, like, my room. What was it? I got distracted by the fact that that it scared me. Was that just like random, like, instrumental notes or someone laughing? I couldn't tell. Moving on. Thank God Monika is not here. Yuri, I'm coming for you. Let's see, she likes something deep and philosophical and scary and stuff like that. You know, now that I think about it, with what we know about Sayori now, you know, with her depression and stuff, I really hope I'm not like, that it doesn't sound like I'm making light of her situation. I'm really trying not to, but trying not to sounds, I'm not. That's not my intention. Okay, I've lost my train of thought with how much I'm stumbling. But given what we know about Sayori, it makes sense that like, while she had like that bubbly personality, a lot of the words that like give us little, I don't know, brownie points with her for this segment of the game, it makes sense. Like she liked a lot of the spooky, dark, gory words. Oh, the music's different. It's a bit more eerie. See this part. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Let's see. I do wonder, could I try to get romantic points to Sayori by choosing the words that favor her, even though she's not here? Is that a thing I can do? Not that I want to date Sayori. I feel like that's something that should be strictly platonic. But I wonder what would happen. Anyway. Final anyway. Let's go with, I don't know, question. Wait, what was that face? Excuse me, what was that face? Yuri, what did you just do? Eternity. Okay, now it's a cute face. No, did I just imagine that? Her face just went creepy with a wide smile. Okay, ambient misfortune? No, I did not just imagine that. This game will not convince me that I'm crazy. What happens if I choose massacre? No, she still has a cute face. Okay. After image. Sensation. Uncanny. I'm trying to choose like words that are like kind of dark and scary instead of just philosophical and scary, you know? Try to see if like maybe if I choose something that's like a bit more dark on like a bit on the more dark and gory side, she would repeat that facial expression. But clearly it was supposed to be a little tease. Okay. Unending. Melancholy. Infallible. Philosophy, sorry. Disoriented. Socks. Definitely socks. Anyway, vertigo. Uncontrollable. Let's see. Tragedy. That word that I'm hesitating to pronounce. Cavet? Cavet? I don't know. I know the word. I just never had to pronounce it before. Okay. Variance. Disarray. Incapable. Hi again, Farron. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Yeah, you didn't do that last time with your best friend, Sayori, and, yeah, you were kind of a jerk. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Her face glitched. Yep. I mean, that's a bit more plain. Okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Farron. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh? Good job, Natsuki. That was a bit more tasteful. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Oh, come on, Monika. That's quite rude of you. You're blocking some of the words. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Manga? Oh, no, sorry. She said something like that. She stumbled. I had to guess the words, okay? And I guessed wrong, but it's fine. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Facts. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Farron. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Wait a second. Is it just me or is she crooked? Yeah, the classroom is crooked. Okay. I don't know, did that just happen? I was so focused on the words that I just felt myself getting a bit dizzy for a second. Yeah, it's a bit disorienting. Okay. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh, I thought we were going to get a view of the closet. I'm really curious to talk to... Sorry. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Quick water break. My throat is dying. Alright. My throat's still kind of dying, but whatever. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Okay, that sounds just my imagination, whatever. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. This didn't happen last time, did it? I didn't get a title of the book. Maybe I did. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. That sounds a bit familiar. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark term came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Varen? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories. Don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Sorry for going silent there for a moment. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange and new perspective. What was the book called again? I wonder if that's a real book. I mean, it genuinely does sound interesting. I'll look into it later. And maybe if it is a real book, I'll read it and do a quick little review on one of these streams. Just a quick one. And my mind is going into tangents. Let me focus. Sorry. It's the kind of that... I don't know if I read this. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Oh. But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Yuri, I don't think that's you speaking. Best girl Yuri, you might be a bit possessed. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, and aren't I? No. Is it gonna say what that said in the history? Then suddenly, okay, it's just... Yuri, you might be a bit possessed. That's okay, though. I'll still like you. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess if it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. You're possessed. I get it. Don't worry. It might be my fault. Just a little bit. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole world... Oh, okay, that doesn't even get in here. Maybe... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's not it. Okay, is it in the history now? Okay, wow, that line that was quickly on screen was not in the history. Yeah, okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to memorize the lines real quick. That is a skill I do have, where I kind of do like a quick, I don't know, like memory photo of what's on screen, but it's like, it dies really quick. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate, aka possessed, about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I might as well get started reading it, right? Sorry, if you heard that little sigh, background noise, don't worry about it. Yuri, you're still beautiful in my eyes, don't worry. You might have a bit of a possession problem, but it's fine. Yes, I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Sorry, let me check something real quick. IRL. Okay, nothing's going on. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... bathing? Battling? What did that say? That better be in the history, come on. Aw, man. Dude, no, I don't think... I get so distracted by the font change. And like the like little word animation, you know, where it slowly fades into existence. That like, dude, I can't read it that fast. It's so distracting. Dang it. Okay, sorry. I have a lot of background noise and it's very distracting. And just a tad bit concerning. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it a kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Hell yeah, we get that pretty side image of her. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit... words? I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's feet. Wow, words are particularly difficult today. Okay, I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. The least you can do. Girl, you really did a lot for me. You, like, welcomed me into the club. You were cute. You bought me a book with me in mind. And then you bought 2 copies of the book so you could read it at the same time. And then you're willing to read right next to me. So the least you can do is do your own thing. Wow, no, that sounded rude. That did not come out the way I thought it would. Be yourself. There we go. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I'm so flustered. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh wow, she's really shocked by that. She got flustered. Look at that little facial expression. I missed that last time. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, are you a serial killer? Is that what you thought I said you guys were similar about? Does that make sense? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna question what I just said. But like, this is about dismemberment of limbs and human experimentation. And I'm saying, hey, you're like this protagonist. Did you automatically jump to the conclusion? I'm like, hey, you seem like a serial killer. She does have that knife collection. Girl, I'll love you the same anyway. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. It's okay, you can tell me. Girl, lay it on me. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah, I don't think she had this expression last time. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You couldn't rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. I think I'm losing her voice. Like, I try to do a little voice for Yuri, but I think I'm losing it a bit in this scene. Yeah, okay, this has not happened last time. We were being all cozy in the first run. Yuri, please don't panic. You can tell me you're a serial killer. It's okay. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Varen? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. You know what? I've just thought of something. I worry for whoever Monika shows concern for. First it was Sayori, and now she's doing that little concerned expression for Yuri. Yuri, you better watch out. Like, I'm saying this with love and concern, okay? Not in a I'm gonna kill you kind of way, like I am with Monika, but Yuri, please. I don't think Monika actually... Her concern is not good for you. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. See? She is detached from society. That's a word, yes. I was just making sure. No. No. Okay. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Monika, it's you that I hope you don't do stuff with. Why is talking so hard today? Look, you can trust me, sort of. Well, trust me to be a regular person, okay? I have flaws. But you, Monika, I don't trust you. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Give me a moment. I'm going on mute for just a second. Okay, back. I wonder if we'll ever get to that festival. Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Am I that kind of reader, where I just memorize where I am in the book and that's it? That is not how I am in real life. Real life, I stick random things into books. That's the kind of reader I am. I don't believe in true bookmarks. That's just, no. But making a mental note, okay. I guess I have good memory in this game. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't like Monika. No, I need a break from her. I don't really want to end this club meeting talking to Monika, but no, Monika, I need you out of my face right now. So we're gonna talk to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Veyron, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expected me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Okay, sorry, I read ahead. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. That is facts. You are so right. What's your name? Natsuki. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Aw, see, I can do something nice for once. Who should I show my poem to next? Look at the many options I have. I wonder who I'll go with. Okay, Monika, you're up. Hi, Veyron. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening, girl. Do I have suggestions? Last run, you didn't listen to any of them. Like when I was critiquing the idea you had for the festival, you did not listen to that. Instead, you're just like, fuck that anxiety, you guys gotta perform on stage. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, damn right. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Farron. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Farron. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Can you tell that my voice is slowly dying? It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Oh, really? You think that Yuri's mind is detached from reality? Okay. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Sure, that's Yuri. Yep, you're talking about Yuri? Okay. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Okay, from here on out, there we go. I'm gonna be taking a bit more frequent water breaks like right now. Okay. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Okay, now this is valid. This is valid psychology facts. Here we go. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Oh god, that did not sound like Yuri. That's not my Yuri voice. That sounds like someone who's sick. My bad. Did I miss anything? Not really. I forgot to press the button. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Wow, no, I cannot do her voice. It's like so subtle, I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Not really. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yeah, I clocked that from the minute I met you. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Huh, okay, this is new. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Geez, sometimes it's hard to exit these poems. Whoops. Return. Geez, okay. How do I exit? Oh boy. Oh, geez, okay. Exiting's a bit hard for me right now. You are gonna hear a lot of clicking. Hello? Oh, there we go. I just had to click off screen. Got it. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. I did not feel like laughing, sorry. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Water break? Okay, wow. If I had issues drinking water before, which I don't, but if I did, this water would cure that issue. I'm drinking so much right now. Man, I think I'm going to need a different substitute. Water isn't cutting it. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. She's gonna break the fourth wall. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with everyone. With each other, sorry. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go... Sorry. And go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Oh, you're not gonna break the fourth wall? I kinda like it when you do that. Not that I like you, Monika. But you're more interesting when you do that. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Hell yeah, we're ending this club meeting with Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was it? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Aw, that's so sweet of you to say. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. You know, I kinda miss those glitches. This is just reliving the first day, and I miss the glitches. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Yeah, apparently my voice for Yuri is a dying old man. I am so sorry. I don't think that's what it was before, but... Come on, I've been talking for almost an hour. My voice has some restrictions. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finishes her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Okay, wow, these games, like these heavily word-based, you gotta read every line kind of games, they're hard on the throat. But you guys didn't come to hear me complain. Did I say that right? I don't know. I think my brain is kind of numb. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Bro, I just talked to her. What do you mean how? I know how. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? My point exactly. What are these people doing, if not literature things? Ghosts Under the Light. Was that creak me or the game? That was like right in my ears. Okay, sorry. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sorry, I just had to yawn. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Oh, hold on, let me check something real quick. Sorry, let me go on mute for a minute. And I am back. Let's continue with the game. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I guess. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? What sound effect is that? Hew hew. I don't know. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Farron. Sorry, off-screen little things? Okay. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, I don't really know what your story is about. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Whoa, rude, okay. I mean, she's right, but still. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know? I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Farron. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though... Is the music different? Sorry, I thought I heard like a flat note. Okay, maybe. Maybe I'm right and it's very subtle. There was something different. Okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. They don't do anything related to literature, okay? Not really. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Can we go home already? My throat is tired. I want something more interesting to happen, okay? It's been pretty tame so far. Oh, this is new. Not intriguing new, but new. They gingerly exchange sheets of papers, sharing their respective poems. Is this new actually? As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is... cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Yeah, this is not new. Okay. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You meant you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it. Okay. Counter argument. Sometimes the best critiques come from people who don't like your work. Obviously, you have to like filter through all the disliking part, but their opinions are valid too, even if it does hurt. Monika liked it, and Farron did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Farron liked my poem too, you know? Sorry, I was getting a bit too fired up. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? My voice is dying. I'm saying that so much, but it's true. Oh, listen to this music. This is a jam. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Farron appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Damn, they are fighting. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Farron started showing up. Okay. To be honest, the uniforms do fit these girls weirdly. Natsuki, it's natural. The other girls, it's very form-fitting. Which, cool, I guess. Natsuki, that's a bit... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Oh. Oh god, it's breaking. It's breaking the longer I stay on this. Oh god, I'm freaking out. Okay, me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Okay, this is actually freaking me out. No, I'm very unsettled. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? God no, I'm unsettled. The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh my. Did you just accuse of my... Oh god, word. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Darren hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me, as if she just noticed I was standing here. Farron, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I want to read those. I want to read those words. They're both in the wrong. Okay, now I feel very uncomfortable having an open window in my room. Okay. Jeez. Okay. The whole accusing Yuri of self-harm did take it a bit far. That's not... Even if it were true, that's not something you just bring up in a fight. So, sorry Natsuki, I have to go for Yuri. Not just because she's my girl, but also... Yeah, it's because she's my girl. I'm trying... Yes, it's my girl. She's my girl. Sorry. Oh, this is great. Yes. Bro! No, fuck you, Monika. Get out of my screen. Get out of here. Oh my god. I did not want to see a close-up of you, Monika. No. That's the biggest jump scare ever. Hey Farron. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? They're gonna kill each other if we leave them alone. Okay, Monika? Okay? Monika, no. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Are you suggesting you're going to be my rebound? You know, I did consider it for a second. It would be kind of cool to hang out with a girl who's breaking the game. Like, imagine all that we would see. But I have to stay faithful to my girl Yuri. Even if that wasn't a sign I expected to see, I have to stay loyal, okay? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, no, she's crying. No, don't let those pretty eyes cry. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. You know, I think I should prepare myself for censoring the scream of one of my other scenes. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you No, I can't censor that. Bro, sorry. Don't pay attention to the back. I know I just said it out loud and the rule of the internet is you're just gonna do the opposite of what I said, but oh boy, come on. No. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. Yuri, can you like move a little bit? Jeez, can you move a little bit to the right? Technically your left, but my right. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Farron, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Is that a threat? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Farron. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Great discussion, yes. Glad you feel that way about the book. And glad you like my opinions about the book. Wonderful talk. Okay, I'm gonna choose a word. Despise. Horror? Despise? And I'm gonna be looking at Yuri. No, she does that cute expression. Okay, sure. I'm not forgetting that she did that creepy expression the other time. Disoriented. Vivacious. Destiny. Defeat. Incongruent. Atone. Landscape. Passion. Damn it. Hopeless. Heaven sent. Graveyard. After image. Vitality. Judgment. Electricity. Frightening. Tenacious. Infinite. Essence. You know, earlier, when I said I was in the mood for a horror game, this is not what I had in mind. What happened to this being a game about dating cute girls? You know, I just wanted to have, you know, happy cute little moments with Yuri. I am getting goosebumps. Damn, okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Yeah, what a wonderful scene. Very pleasant, happy thoughts. Oh, just great. Welcome back, Farron. Hi, Yuri. Yeah, okay, I don't like seeing your chest. Bro, no offense, but no. I would rather see your face. I'm not sure if it's me or Yuri's expression, yes. What a very expressive expression that is. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Is my mouse? Sorry, my mouse is just hovering there. Okay. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Yuri, are you okay? Are you being held hostage against your will by the evil overlord known as Monika? Oh yes, new background. Okay, yes, thank you. About yesterday, I really need to apologize, girl. Okay. I know I'm usually all on your side. I'm your yes man, but no. You don't apologize to me. Apologize to Natsuki. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Yeah, you were like extra possessed. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. You know, I think I'm gonna have to put like a trigger warning, disclaimer, whenever I play this game now. I'm like, I don't want to be insensitive when I'm streaming. It's different when you're playing a game like this in private and when you're like broadcasting it in public. But whatever that it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there is no way you can be a bad person. Yes, this is the time to confess that you're a serial killer. Lay it on me. Trust me, I can take it. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. I don't know. Okay, quick water break. Okay, it seems like she's more apologizing for the fact that it happened and not like she's excusing herself. Like, oh, I wasn't really mentally sound. Like, okay, I get it. She's being possessed by the Matrix or whatever. But a true, like, genuine apology would be like, hey, what would a true, genuine apology sound like? Yo, Natsuki, sorry for, like, attacking you like that. You had some valid points. I had some valid points, but I should not have escalated like that. Oh god, no. I'm not doing counseling with these girls, no. It sounds like she's making excuses and she's apologizing to the wrong person. There, that's it. Veyron, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry. What am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Monika did say Natsuki would forget what would happen. Trust her. Natsuki, damn, what'd she do to you? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. Okay, no. No, that's not something I'll get into right now. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Oh god. I'm sorry. Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Water break, sorry. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was City Hall. I thought she meant like menstrual period, my bad. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should really play something for us sometime. Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Veyron. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. They're laughing so much, I'm tired. Don't worry, I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Why me? Why are you attached to me all of a sudden? Bro, we did not bond, okay? What happened yesterday did not create a bonding moment between us. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. Yeah, me either. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Hey, Rin. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, girl, I'll praise you anytime you want. I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Oh god, my voice. Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Can we please have our happy moment together? Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. Wow, okay, yeah. It's official. I cannot do Yuri's voice anymore. Not for today. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Are we gonna have a repeat of the chocolate scene? I would save that for next time, honestly. I am getting kind of tired, and that means my reactions will be lackluster. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Yeah, my words are dead. Okay, I'm gonna call it for today. Hopefully next time I stream, I swear I say this every time because I do wish it could happen, but I want to try to stream more often. So we'll see what happens this week. Definite stream on Thursday, okay? Well, 90% chance, okay, that I'll stream on Thursday because that's like the actual day I can stream unless something else comes up, but I'll try to stream on additional days. It'll be a surprise. A happy little surprise if you see a notification that I'm live go up. Words? Yep, my throat's dead. My mouth is really dry despite the water I'm drinking. So it's getting harder to pronounce some words. But yeah, next stream, I don't know if I'll play this game again. Not saying I'm done with the game, I'm not, but I'm hoping I can get some of the other games I have queued up working properly. And I'll make things more interesting and diverse. But yeah, thanks for watching. Any VOD viewers out there, thanks for watching the stream. A little tip, if you haven't done so already, watch any of my streams at 2x speed. I swear I am way more entertaining that way. And I can say that from experience because yeah, I have to watch my VODs to edit them and stuff. But yeah, I'm way more interesting and entertaining at 2x speed. That's my tip of the day for any VOD watchers out there. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm sorry, let me find the end stream button. Sorry. Thanks for watching.